So I'm in this rather austere, industrially lit setting this week over in London, having actually an incredible opportunity speaking with sales trainers, marketing agencies, incredible thought leaders in sales, sales leaders all week, having really fascinating conversations about the frame-making sale and how it applies in various different or various contexts. And one of the things that I think keeps coming up in my mind in these conversations is a really incredibly important point about sort of where we are right now in B2B selling and sales enablement. Whenever I talk to just about anybody in sales right now, it seems to be sort of a wish list of what they wish their sellers were better. I need my sellers to be better at discovery. I need my sellers to be better at cold emails. I need my sellers to be better at qualification. I need my sellers to be better at negotiation skills. But what's interesting to me is if you were to stop and ask customers what they need your sellers to be, I think honestly they would probably have a completely different answer. They may say, I just need your sellers to go away and leave me alone, because in many ways what they're looking for is not better discovery skills or negotiation skills or cold emails. What they're looking to do is just feel good about a really complex decision that they're making. And at the end of the day, if your sellers aren't helping them do that, then there's really kind of no need to talk to them at all, because any information that they might be able to impart through all those different skills is information they can get elsewhere online or through communities or some other location. And so I think the thing that we really need to think about, as we think about the long list of skills that we wish our sellers were better at, I think at the end of the day, we probably don't actually currently in B2B sales have a skill problem nearly so much as a relevance problem. And I think that's a critically important sort of mindset shift that we all need to get into on the B2B side is, what do we need to do to help ensure that our sellers are actually relevant in the eyes of our customers, such that our customers would see a need to talk to them and and want to talk to them, want to engage with them about conversations and deliberations that they're engaged in their own organization as they seek to make these complex purchase decisions. And so I think the thing we want to think about is really from the customer's perspective, what skills, what approaches, what engagement techniques do we need to build in our sales reps such that our customers would say, yeah, that's the seller that I need. And I think the reason why that matters is because, of course, when we look at the data and we find that, according to Gartner, 75% of B2B buyers would prefer to buy even complex sales without speaking to a sales rep at all. Not that they maybe can, but they would prefer to if they could. It makes me wonder, what would it take to be the one seller that customers actually do want to talk to? And that, I think, is not, all these skills matter. I'm not suggesting these skills don't matter, because they absolutely do, but they matter in the service of a higher order objective, which isn't, which is relevance. Because of course, at the end of the day, we're all trying to sell something, but we can't sell something unless the customer buys something. And customers can't buy something unless customers decide something, and customers can't decide something unless they feel confident in that decision. And if we're not leaning into helping customers feel confident in the decision, then why do customers need us at all? At the very best, we're just a distraction from that particular objective. So this is what Framemaking is all about. The book, the keynotes, the workshops, the training, the ongoing activation that we're currently building and have built and are delivering now is all about, at the highest level, the relevance of you as a seller and the relevance of your sales organization in the eyes of your customer. Let's solve not for skills first, but that's critical, and let's make sure that we solve for those skills, but always in the context of relevance first.